Hello students, we are continuing with properties of bases. First property of base, chemical property of base is strong bases absorb carbon dioxide and form carbonates. Second chemical property of base, bases neutralize acids to form salt and water, and this reaction is called neutralization reactions. Third property, some metals like aluminum, zinc and lead react with metallic hydroxides means NaOH and KOH, liberates hydrogen gas. This is the action of some unique metal with alkali. Action of alkali with unique metal or action of unique metal with alkali. When aluminum, zinc and lead reacts with NaOH or KOH, which gas evolves? Hydrogen gas evolves. And one of the important property of bases is used for the preparation of ammonia gas. When any of the ammonium salt is heated with alkali like NaOH, KOH or CaOH twice or NH4OH, any of the alkali, when ammonium salt is heated with alkali, forms salt, water and liberates ammonia gas. For example, when ammonium chloride NH4Cl is heated with NaOH, then ammonium chloride heated with NaOH, NaCl plus H2O plus NH3 gas evolved. Which gas evolved in alkali heated with ammonium salt? Ammonia gas evolves. When ammonium sulfate NH4 twice SO4 ammonium sulfate is heated with NaOH, NaOH, then salt, water and ammonia gas evolves. Means Na2 SO4 Na2SO4 plus H2O plus NH3, 2 molecules of H2O, 2 molecules of NH3. This is most important property of alkali used in the preparation of ammonia gas. When any of the ammonium salt, either ammonium carbonate, ammonium sulfate, ammonium nitrate, any of the ammonium salt when treated with NaOH, KOH or COH twice or NH4OH, any of the alkali, ammonia gas evolves. This is the most property of alkali or bases used in the preparation of ammonia gas. And the last property, which is common for lesson 3 and lesson 4, your lesson 4 is analytical chemistry. Lesson 4 is analytical chemistry. In this lesson or in this branch of chemistry, usage of sodium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide was described. In this video, you will study action of ammonium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide on salt solutions of some heavy metals. First salt is taken magnesium salt. When a magnesium salt, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate, magnesium nitrate, magnesium carbonate, when a magnesium salt is treated with NH4OH, then magnesium metal gets precipitated in the form of magnesium hydroxide. Which color is dull white. When excess of ammonium hydroxide is added to it, then it remains insoluble in NH4OH. Then question arises, what happens when aqueous solution of magnesium salt is treated with ammonium hydroxide solution drop by drop and then in excess. Very small amount of ammonium salt is treated with aqueous solution of magnesium salt, dull white precipitate of magnesium hydroxide is obtained, which remains insoluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide solution. This is your answer. Now, the action of magnesium salt with NaOH. Because NaOH and NH4OH are best laboratory reagent. These alkali uses as a laboratory reagent, and with the help of these alkalis, we can identify the presence of cation, means metallic ion, in unknown substance, unknown salts. For example, presence of magnesium ion can be identified with the help of action of NH4OH and NaOH. How? When magnesium salt treated with small amount of NH4OH, dull white precipitate of magnesium hydroxide is obtained, which remains insoluble in NH4OH. Same to same, when magnesium salt solution is treated with small amount of NaOH solution, same appearance takes place, means dull white precipitate of magnesium hydroxide is formed, which remain insoluble in excess of NaOH. This is the identification of which ion? Mg double plus ion. If a substance forms dull white precipitate with NaOH or NH4OH, and this precipitate remains insoluble in excess of these reagents, then this salt, means this unknown salt, must contain which ion? Magnesium ion. Okay. Next experiment is, with the help of these reagents, ammonium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide, how will you identify the presence of ferrous ion in a given salt? To identify Fe double plus ion, ferrous ion, in a given salt, first of all, aqueous solution of this salt is treated with small amount of ammonium hydroxide, and again a small amount of sodium hydroxide. Then dirty green. What is the color of Fe double plus ion? Dirty green. Dirty green. Dirty green color precipitate. Dirty green colored precipitate of ferrous hydroxide is obtained with both the reagents, either with NH4OH or NaOH. Same results are obtained. And with the excess of reagent, this dirty green precipitate remains insoluble. This is the identification of ferrous ion in a given salt. How do you identify ferrous ion? When an unknown salt solution is treated with small amount of NH4OH or NaOH, then dirty green precipitate of ferrous hydroxide is obtained, and only dirty green precipitate is obtained, which remains insoluble in excess of the reagent. Next experiment, identification of ferric salts, means identification of ferric ion, because ferrous means iron, exhibit variable valency and forms two types of ion, ferric and ferrous and H. Color of ferrous is dirty green, while that for ferric is either yellow or reddish brown. Yellowish brown or reddish brown. reddish brown. Yellowish brown or reddish brown color is FeOH thrice. The color of ferric hydroxide is either reddish brown or yellowish brown. Same result is obtained from both the reacts. Means when ferric salt is treated with small amount of NH4OH solution or NaOH solution, yellowish brown precipitate or reddish brown precipitate is obtained, which remains insoluble in excess of the reagent. This is the identification of Fe triple plus ion in a given salt. Next, identification of Pb double plus, lead. When a lead salt is treated with a small amount of NH4OH, a white precipitate, what is the color of PbOH twice? White precipitate. White precipitate is obtained which remains insoluble in excess of NH4OH solution. Which remains insoluble in excess of NH4OH solution. But this precipitate means PbOH twice precipitate is soluble in excess of NaOH solution. This is the most important question. How you distinguish lead salt by the use of ammonium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. Lead salt, when treated with small amount of ammonium hydroxide, a white precipitate of lead hydroxide is obtained, which remains insoluble in excess of the ammonium hydroxide. But this precipitate becomes soluble in excess of sodium hydroxide. Next experiment is identification of cupric ion. Cupric ion salt means cupric salts when treated with small amount of ammonium hydroxide solution. Light blue precipitate of copper hydroxide is obtained. What is the color of CuOH twice? Color of Cu double plus is blue. It is blue in color. So light blue color of copper hydroxide is obtained, which is soluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide solution, and dark blue color solution is obtained in excess of ammonium hydroxide. This solution becomes dark blue, from light blue to dark blue. But in case of NaOH, light blue precipitate is obtained with a small amount of NaOH, but this precipitate remains insoluble in excess of NaOH solution. These two salts can be identified with the help of NaOH and NH4OH reagents. Last one is identification of zinc ions or zinc salts. Where zinc salt is treated with a small amount of ammonium hydroxide, white gelatinous precipitate of zinc hydroxide is obtained, which is soluble in excess of the reagent, means which is soluble in excess amount of NH4OH. And what is result with NaOH? When zinc salt is treated with small amount of NaOH solution, gelatinous white precipitate of zinc hydroxide is obtained, which is soluble in excess of the reagent, that is excess of NaOH. When the precipitate becomes soluble in any of the reagent, solubility of the precipitate is due to the formation of a complex compound or complex salt. Okay? This precipitate becomes soluble in excess of NH4OH. Why? Because of the formation of complex salt. It is soluble in excess of NH4OH. This is again forms complex salt with excess of NH4OH. That's why this precipitate becomes soluble in NH4OH. Any of the precipitate becomes soluble only by the formation of complex salt, because complex salts are ionic compounds which are soluble in water. That's why due to the formation of complex salt, precipitate becomes soluble in excess of the reagent. This is the most important property of bases, and this table covers approximately 4 marks in ICSC examination. 4 marks question should be asked from this table in ICSC examination. That's all. Thank you.